Okay, good morning everyone. Good morning. Nice to see you online this morning. And as you know, we are going to be doing morning Jill and morning Joni. So as you know, this morning we are going to be doing our mat class, and there has been a request for core work. So that is what we're going to be doing today. Lots of core. Now the beauty of yoga is that we work on the core all the time, no matter what the posture, because of the breathing. So as long as you're breathing and you're doing the full breath, which uses the stomach muscles, then you're always working that core. But of course there are some postures that particularly work on it, and they're the ones we're going to be looking at today. A lot of them are based a bit lower to the mat rather than standing positions, so I'll be able to incorporate them today. We'll definitely be able to feel our core, we've worked all the abdominal muscles by the end of the class. So as always, just do what you can. Doesn't matter if you can't do everything or you can't do the exact position I'm showing you. I will try, and I do try, to show variations of every posture. So no matter what level you're at, you're still able to do something whilst we're doing that asana. Morning Jane. Nice to see you. Morning everyone. Let's come online. So I'm going to get seated now. Make sure you're comfortable. Have water nearby if you need to. It might get a little bit hot, but yeah, just enjoy it as well. Okay, I'll just check the sound. Oh yeah, we're fine. Okay, let's take a comfortable seat onto the mat. So cross the legs if you can, one on top of the other calf if possible. Otherwise you can of course put both feet out. You might want blocks or cushions under your knees. But do try to start, if possible, it's not too uncomfortable to cross the legs. Because in the mat class it is only a short time that we're crossing the legs, so it's perfect for practice. Okay, feel the weight of the body against that mat. And then think about the spine. Nice and tall, as if someone was pulling a string from the top of the head. Let's use our lap mudra today. So the left hand goes over the right, flat palms and the thumbs together, and just place them into the lap, or if the legs are crossed, it would just be onto the heels of the foot. Close your eyes and let's bring ourselves into the practice. Remember, this is your time now. As the practice opens, this is all for you, so enjoy and do take that time to focus on yourself. It is so important. So feel the legs against the mat. Really feel them. How are they today? Feel the bum against the mat and really think about how the whole weight is onto the floor. Take the awareness into the lower spine and run it all the way up the centre of the back into the shoulders. Move the shoulders, and as you stop them, just be fully aware of the shoulders. How are they today? Are they sore? Are they achy? Or do they feel quite supple? Take the awareness into the head. And just your head and mind as a whole, just pinpoint how you're feeling this morning. Would it be tired? Or would it be a bit unbalanced? Maybe it could err on the negative side, and that is fine. That is why we're here. Yoga works as much with the mind as it does with the body. And just be aware of it, that's all I'm asking. Take the awareness to the face and make sure everything is soft. So the eyelids are soft, not scrunched. The cheeks are soft. And unclench the jaw. So we do that without realising, especially if we're concentrating. Take the awareness to the nose and consciously breathe in and out through the nose now. The mouth remains closed for the rest of the class if you can. Just think about that breath, feel the breath through the nose. We open our class with our 3 deep sighs. Inhale as deeply as you can in through the nose. Exhale and sigh. Just let that all out, even drop the shoulders. Inhale deeply. And sigh. Inhale. And sigh. Good. We're going to breathe together now. So inhale as deeply as you can for as long as possible. So you've got a full breath. And we exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to keep that breath for that length. Inhale as deeply as you can. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale as deeply as you can at your own speed. Take the full breath in. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the breath. Feel straight back into the legs as they touch the floor. Straight back to the bum. All your awareness is focused on the bum and how you're feeling the body's weight on the mat. Into the back. How is the back? Think about every part of the body as you move your attention around it. Take the awareness up the spine and into the shoulders. Make sure they're down and back. Up the neck, into the head and the face, and return to the breath as you make the awareness to the nose. Okay, we're going to start with our breathing technique this morning just to get some warmth and life into the body. And I am going to use our Soham breath today, mainly because it is a brilliant one for the core. You can't help but get that engaged, and it's going to bring us warmth as well. So we need to be warm, especially to do a mat class, because it'll help our muscles to be able to stretch that bit further. Okay, so with this posture, I would like all of you today to try this with the hands onto the knees. So we're in the mudra with the thumb and the forefingers together, onto the knees. Don't place your hand on the stomach today. Give yourself that extra challenge. So as you may already know, I am going to be counting so, ham, so, ham, so, ham. And all you need to worry about is on the ham that you're breathing as forcefully as you can out through the nose and drawing that stomach into the spine. So that it's as if the so's don't happen. You don't need to think consciously about them. The stomach will automatically fill with air. You're just thinking ham, 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 and your stomach is going in at the same time as you're breathing out. Stomach in, breath out. Ham, ham, ham. Okay, let's give this a whirl. I am going to be changing the tempo, so you need to be on the ball as well and listen to the ham. You're just hearing the ham. Okay, keep the posture nice and tall throughout. Swap the legs over if you need to, because it's going to be here a good few minutes. Okay, hands into position, into the mudra, keep the energy in. And we start with a big inhale. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, so hum, 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 so hum, so hum, so hum, so hum, 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 so hum. Release all of the breath from the body and return to your normal breathing speed. Okay, so how are you feeling now? Just really check in with the body at every point possible. I know for me, I can speak for me that I'm feeling warmth already, without a doubt. And I'm definitely feeling something here. I think I'm engaging the digestive system. I can really feel it. And especially if you're working on an empty stomach, you're going to get maximum benefit. So if you do come every week, try to do this on an empty stomach and you will feel a lot better. But yeah, we're definitely getting things engaged. Let's go to round 2. So sit up tall, move the legs now if you need to, ready for the next round. Hands onto the legs, try not to put it onto the stomach. And we begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hum, so 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 hum, 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 so 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 hum, 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 so hum. Release all the breath from the body. Move those legs. We're going to start to warm up that body now, but excellent with that breath, yogis. So I'm sure everyone's agreeing with me now that you've definitely engaged those abdominal muscles and you are feeling a little bit warmer. I think I can safely say that. Okay, interlock those fingers, just push them out and take them up. Our first big stretch of today, look towards the hands. Really push up as tall as you can and just breathe here, in and out. Inhale and exhale as we lean to the right. So just feel the stretch in the left of the body. Inhale up and exhale to the left. Inhale up, exhale right. Inhale up, exhale left. Inhale center, open the hands, exhale fold. fold forward. Now make sure the bum remains on the floor. So even if that means you can only fold slightly forward, that is the better position to be in. If you want to start by taking the forearms down to the floor, that's a good place to start. And then make sure to drop the head and the neck. Alternatively, you can take the arms and the hands flat onto the floor, which will allow you to go a bit lower. Do whatever is best for you, but in the forward fold you must have the head and the neck relaxed in order to gain the stretch in the back. Once you're in your position, just breathe nice and deeply, always through the nose. Feel that lovely, lovely stretch in the back. Walk the hands over to the right, still keeping low, just to stretch out the left side of the body. Still keep that bum onto the mat. And keep breathing. Walk the hands back to centre and take them to the left. So you're feeling the stretch in the right side of the body into the right shoulder. Back to centre. Just 3 breaths here. And when you're ready, just slowly walk those hands back to centre. Claw hands, which is a name for this, and just take them behind the bum and push the shoulders together. Shoulder blades pushing together, chest is open, tilt the head up slightly and just get oxygen into that body. Keep pushing the shoulder blades together. Exhale and back to centre. Let's come into our butterfly. Just to open the legs before we take all the concentration into the middle of the body. So, soles of the feet together, hands around the feet, around the toes, pull the heels into the body and sit up nice and tall to begin with. And you're thinking about the knees going as close to the mat as possible. Just keep everything still for the time being, just sit up tall and breathe. We're going to exhale. Push the elbows into the legs and dip the head so the spine is arched and you will definitely feel the stretch in the back. You're looking towards the feet and you're continuing as you exhale to push into the legs. Breathe. Inhale, rise back up and release. Let's come into a tabletop. So hands are under the shoulders and the knees are under the hips. Okay, if you have an issue with the wrists, you can always go onto the forearms at any time and you're still getting very, very similar benefits. Okay, let's start with our cat-cow to warm up the spine and start to engage that core. So we inhale, dip the back, the chin goes to the sky, well, 45 degrees to the sky, and you're feeling the stretch all the way down the front of the body. Exhale, really arch the spine, pull the stomach in, and look towards the knees, or even between them, towards the feet. Inhale, dip. So make sure you're taking these big, deep breaths through the nose as we go. Exhale, arch, pull the stomach in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Final one. Inhale and exhale. Fantastic. Back to centre. Let's curl the toes and just take our first downward dog or mountain pose. So just walk the feet and the back of the legs, the hamstrings are going to feel very stiff. You won't be at your maximum yet, but it's just our first attempt. So just walk the feet and get the circulation going in those legs. So the weight is equally distributed into the hands and into those legs. Good. Come back to the knees onto the mat. Again, we go back to our core. So what we're going to do now is we're going to inhale and take the right knee to the right elbow. So if everybody could do this, and we're just going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back to the mat. Now, still sticking with the right knee, we're going to bring it into the middle of the arms. So bring it in and keep it as high as you can, as close to the body as possible, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Now what we're going to do is both of them together without putting the knee back onto the mat in between. Okay? So inhale, knee to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the leg right back, push the heel out. Inhale, bring it in the middle. 2, 3, 4, 5. Push the leg out. Keep it high, you can do it. Bring it to the elbow. 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg out, heel out, into the center. 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg back, final round, yogis. You can definitely feel this. Knee to elbow, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg back. Bring it forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. And take a rest back onto the mat. So, if you're anything like me, you're feeling it here particularly. So in the side of the body. And when we do the other side, we'll be balancing that out. Now I just want to make sure that you're okay with the breathing. So you're inhaling as you bring it forward and you're exhaling as you go back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay? So let's move to the left side now. I actually can't turn around, so we'll do it this way. Okay, make sure you're engaging the tummy and the core throughout. This is going to be perfect. Okay, left leg yogis, take that out. We're bringing the knee to the elbow. So inhale in, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. Into the elbow, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, and into the center, 2, 3, 4, 5, final round, out, into the elbow, you can do it, keep going, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, final one, into the center, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Fantastic. Really well done, yogis. So just move the body. Just have a little wiggle before we move on to the plank. So now that we're nice and warm and we've definitely worked the sides of the body, we're going to use the plank, which guaranteed to help us all here, which is what you requested. Okay, we'll start with our side plank. Make it a little bit easier to start with. And you've got two options. You can either be onto the hand, or you've got three options. You can either be onto the hand, you can be onto the knuckle, or you can be down onto the elbow. Whatever feels best for you. And with the legs, you've also got quite a few options. You can take both legs and place one foot on top of the other. The hand to start with just in front of you. You can also take one leg in front. So as you lift the hip, you've got the other leg supporting you. This is an option. So you've got quite a few options here. I'm going to take the elbow and I'm going to take the feet together. So decide what you want to do and let's go. So you're lying on the left side if you can, or one of the sides of the body. What we're going to do is with an inhale, we're going to pick the hip off the floor and take it high. Make sure you're straight. Just think about, just have a look. Make sure you're straight. Okay, inhale and lift the left hip off the floor. Take that other hand high. Pull the stomach in, but focus on your breath. Make sure you've got the breath nice and controlled, yogis. This is going to help 100%. Look towards that top hand if you can. Breathe. Keep the hip high, keep pushing it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Excellent, excellent. Let's come to the other side. So switch over. And whatever position you took on the left side, it can change on the other side. You're not limited, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. Preferably you would, to keep everything balanced, but as we know, one side of the body is not always the same as the other side, so we have got to make allowances for our body. Okay, I'm again choosing the elbow, and I'm choosing for the feet to be together. We inhale, push up, and once you're at your limit, then hold. Take the hand high. Keep pushing that hip up to the sky and look towards the top hand. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Brilliant. So I think I'm safe to say that everybody is feeling it in the sides of the body and we're nice and warm, yeah? Okay, brilliant. Let's come in to our full plank now. So we're going to start on the hands. Now, as always, if your wrists are a problem or you don't want to put pressure on them today, take it down to the forearms. Not a problem at all. As well, if your wrists are a bit iffy or you don't want to put full strength into them, it does take a bit of weight out of them if you use the knuckles rather than flat hands. So you decide what's best for you. We curl the toes as we take the legs straight back, and we're just going to come into a full plank. Now what you want to make sure is that your head is looking down towards the mat in between the hands. So you're really getting the stretch up through the neck, and your body is as straight as possible. Now I appreciate it is quite hard to see if you are straight, so just do your best. And we hold for 10, 9, 8, keep the stomach pulled in, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop the knees to the mat. Good, just go back into child's pose. So sit back onto the heels, rest the head onto the mat, and stretch the arms out in front of you. Make sure you're comfortable. And just breathe at your normal speed here, yogis. Just take a breath. You're doing really, really well. Okay, let's come back up and we go into our forearm plank. I promise you this is our last plank before we go to something else. So curl the toes and take the feet back. The forearms, the elbows are no wider than the shoulders. Again, pull the stomach in. You're looking down towards the mat. And breathe. So the fingers are interlaced. This will give you a better stability in your plank. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale all the way down to the floor. And we're going to come in to practice our cobra, to stretch out the front of the body all the way down the centre. So take the hands underneath the shoulders, start with the chin on the mat, and the whole body is flat to the mat. Okay, we're going to inhale and take it to low cobra first. So the key points are the elbows are tucked into the body tightly, the hands are raised off the mat, and you're looking ahead. Everything else is on the floor. And what you'll feel is that the shoulders are doing the work. So look straight ahead and 3 deep breaths. Exhale and down. And as we inhale now, we're going to come up to our full cobra. So inhale, push right up. The arms have got a slight bend in them. And you're looking straight ahead. If you want to take the head back, if you can, then do so. We exhale and down. Fantastic. We come into our bow pose now. So, find your position with the feet. If you can only grab one foot in one hand at a time, then that is not a problem. Just prop yourself up with the other arm if you're doing one at a time. So I'm just demonstrating that now, if you're doing one at a time. If you can't quite grasp either foot in the hand, then you're still going to be doing the same position and really keeping those arms into the body as you lift up. But for those of you who can take the feet into the hands, please do so now. Rest the chin onto the mat as we start. And with an inhale, I want you to lift the torso and push the feet into the hands. So you're thinking up and back, and you're lifting the torso off the floor. The shoulders are pushing together. Breathe. Exhale and down. We're going to repeat this one more time, but it is very intense, so we don't hold it for long. Inhale, push the feet into the hands, shoulder blades together, you're looking straight ahead. Exhale and down. Just go into crocodile to rest. So the palms are over each other. You're placing one cheek on the hands and the big toes are together. Just rest down, yogis. So find your own speed of the breath. Just calm the body. Okay, I want you to push back into a very short child's pose, resting pose, just to stretch the back. We've done it that way and now we need to stretch it the other way. Okay, good. Okay, so now we're going to go onto our back, where we can really engage the muscles higher up the core. So let's come onto our back and just pull it in to wind release pose to begin with. So hug the feet and the legs into the body and take the chin and the nose in between those knees. Breathe as you hold. Take it into happy baby. So hands on the outside of the feet. Rest the head down onto the mat and separate the legs. So the knees are looking to go towards the floor. Just breathe. Index fingers go around the big toes and we open the legs out. Take it back in and we place the feet flat onto the mat, hands at the side of the body, preparing for our bridge pose. Okay, make sure the shoulders are flat to the mat and we inhale as we push the hips high. Now I'd like you to push the shoulders underneath you, interlock those hands so you're making your own little support underneath you. And it'll allow you to push the hips higher. And it's also, you'll be feeling this in the shoulders, which is a really good thing. It's massaging the shoulders as well. Bring the feet in as close as you can to the body, even if you can go onto tiptoes. That is fantastic if you can go onto tiptoes. Keep those hips as high to the sky as you can. And breathe. Think about the position of the knees. They're not splaying out. They want to be still in line with the hips. So breathe and keep those hips high. Hold and breathe. Keep breathing, keep holding, nice and high. Exhale and slowly lower down. Okay, we're going to do a variation of this now, but with a figure 4 leg. So take the right leg and cross it onto the knee. Okay, we inhale, push the hips to the sky. Again, make the same support on the shoulders and push that right knee down to the floor. So not only are you getting the benefits of a bridge pose, you're now opening the hip, the right hip, and pushing that knee down to the floor. So you'll be feeling it in that thigh as well. Inhale, take the right foot to the sky. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the foot down. Keep the hips high. Take the left leg off the floor, point the toe to the sky. 2, 3, 4, 5. Place it onto the right knee. So you're pushing the left knee down to the ground and you're pushing the hips to the sky. Quite difficult, but keep going. Hold and breathe. Release the foot to the floor. Hold for 5 in our normal bridge pose. 3, 4, 5. Exhale and lower all the way down to the floor. Come into wind release pose to stretch the spine in the opposite direction. Lay down flat onto the mat. Take the left leg fully out onto onto the mat and hug that right leg only into the body, pushing the heel down. So you're completely flat apart from that right leg hugging in. Take that right knee now over the body as we twist the spine. So try to attempt to put the right knee on the floor. Take the right arm out and look towards the right hand. So the knee is now on the left side of the body and you're twisting to look at the right. Breathe as we hold. Slowly, with an inhale, we come back to centre. Drop the right leg down to the mat and hug the left one in. So just hug that left knee into the body for now. Make sure you've got your breath. Make sure it's under control. Take that left knee over the body to the right side. Open the right arm out and we're looking towards the left hand now. Breathe as you hold. Inhale, slowly, slowly, come back to centre. And your favourite, we come into Shavasana. So spread your hands and your feet out onto the mat. Make sure the palms are opening up. And just think about your shoulders. Make sure they're as flat to the mat as they can be. I want you to focus on the energy in the body. How would you describe your feeling now? So give me one or maybe two adjectives to describe how you feel in the body. And then think about the mind and the head. Is that the same? Or is it different? And I just want you to be aware of how you're feeling, like we did at the beginning. Now we're at the end. I want you to just be aware at every point. And it just makes us conscious to how we feel. And then we can help ourselves. So just feel that good energy. Hopefully your adjectives are more positive than perhaps when you started. And you're definitely feeling those endorphins now. So just breathe and just relax into the body. I am going to do a quick body scan. So listen to my guide and follow me around your body. If your mind wanders, bring it straight back to the body as quickly as you can. Take your awareness to your toes. All of my toes are relaxed. My feet are relaxed. My legs are relaxed. My arms are relaxed. My back is relaxed. My shoulders are relaxed. My neck is relaxed. My head is relaxed. My forehead is relaxed. My eyelids are relaxed. My cheeks are relaxed. My jaw is relaxed. My chest is relaxed. My stomach is relaxed. My whole body is relaxed. So just take a minute or two in silence, just to really feel your body. Enjoy the last precious moments of your dedicated time, and just breathe. Just relax and breathe. Just enjoy the silence, enjoy the peace. Final moments. Gently let's start to wiggle the toes and the fingers. Wake ourselves up from that lovely relaxation. Okay, just start to make bigger movements, so maybe take a stretch above you or to the sides. Just start to move the body, and in your own time, as slow as you want and you need, come back to the seated position so we can finish our session. Okay, I think I'm still half asleep. Okay, come back to the seated position, yogis. Place the hands into one of our mudras, either onto the knees or left over right with the thumbs touching. Keep that energy in. And we're just going to close our session as we do with our 3 deep sighs. So, what I need you to do first is just think about your affirmation that you made last class. I will, and whatever that message was. Did you complete that? And it's okay if you didn't, but make that your aim again. Small steps, something really small, but something that you wouldn't normally do. Mine, for example, was to say yes. I will say yes, where I would say no. And I did that for one thing that I would have automatically said no, I said yes. So that was me going out of my comfort zone. So try to do something along them lines. So if you did complete it, think of a new one now as we do our inhales. And if you didn't, use that same one again. I will. Okay, think of your posture nice and tall. We inhale deeply. Think of your I will statement. Repeat it in your mind. And once you've done this, sigh and let any negativity escape. Inhale as deeply as you can through the nose. Repeat your I will statement. And really believe that you're going to do it. Exhale and sigh. Inhale. Repeat your statement for the final time and believe you're going to do it. And sigh. Take the hands into a prayer at heart center and bow. Namaste. Lovely. So that concludes our mat session this morning. And I think I can speak for everyone. I am super warm now. I'm feeling full of life, full of energy. Fantastic. Really, really enjoyed that. For those of you who are going to stick around, we have got 8 minutes to go and have a drink, go to the toilet, and we've got meditation at 10. It is just 30 minutes, and it is a really good end to, once we've got all our energies going, meditation just calms us right down, and it is very useful in everyday life. So it's going to be a lovely guided meditation today. So hopefully you can have a few minutes away and then come back. But thanks for joining me this morning. If you are just here for the mat class, then message me any requests for next week, like we had the core today, and I can build a class around that, so that's brilliant. Okay, don't forget donations, send them over to me, that's most appreciated, and invite friends and family. That's the most you can do. We want to see the numbers rise so I can continue with these classes. Okay, have a lovely Wednesday. Hopefully see you in a moment at meditation. See you soon, yogis. Bye.